Hey YouTube, in this video I'm going to be doing a deck profile of my updated Seal Dragon deck. So this is a deck that I don't think I posted back when I changed it with the Fighters Collection break right that they did get. So that's this card here, Hellfire Seal Dragon Weathercloth. So reason why I decided to put this deck online is mainly because Seal Dragons did get their Limit Break Enabler. So Seal Dragons in my opinion have always been a really good sub-clan for Kagero, one of the better ones. Oftentimes overshadowed by the Overlords and then I guess the other like archetype of the dragon is the Ancient Dragons from Tachikaze. But Seal Dragons, they've kind of stood the test of time. Always been a very good, interesting playstyle revolving around retiring opponents' grade 2s with their with their Hellfire, their main boss guy, and then also disrupting their back row and allowing them to get grade 2s that they can't use for interceptors because of other effects that they have. So, first grade 3 that I'm running here is for Hellfire Seal Dragon Weathercloth. He's the break ride. Nice thing about him, he doesn't have any counterblast cost, and basically he gives the Vanguard 10,000. And then you get to choose up to 2 of your opponent's rear guards and retire them. The opponent can look at 4 cards from the top of their deck and then call up to 2 grade 2s. So if they don't get any grade 2s, you basically just kill 2 of their cards for free, essentially. Yeah, so pretty good with a Limit Break Enabler especially. You can Weathercloth on Weathercloth, not have to worry about having any counterblast or nothing. You just have to have your little sprite thing on the field. Next, 3 Hellfire Seal Dragon Blockade Inferno. Might actually run 4 of these just for the 11k defense. But I am still running 1 regular Seal Dragon Blockade. This is my SP that I pulled from way back in BT2. So I decided to just keep it in. Yeah, it doesn't really benefit from the Limit Break Enabler, but it does give you cross ride. If you have to ride this first, you can ride this second and now you're cross ridden. Cross ride's not really all that great in Legion format. But it's still really good, like when a 16k rearguard lane attacks you, that's still a 1-card block, so, or like a 5k block. So it's still okay. I mean, and the other thing too is this break ride is actually pretty good, especially with the Limit Break Enabler, because you don't have, or even without the Limit Break Enabler, especially since you are going to retire the opponent's back row. And then this guy's effect is during the whole turn, they can't intercept. So they can't even intercept from your rearguard attacks. So often people forget that about this guy. So that's just really good. But the only downside of him, obviously, he's a 10k Vanguard. But he does enable the cross ride for this guy. And this guy with the Limit Break Enabler is insane. Basically blows up all the interceptors on the opponent's field and gains 10k for just a special counterblast too. That's a grade 3 lineup. For grade 2s, I am running 2 Flamestar Seal Dragon Knight. The main reason why this is in here is to complement Seal Dragon Blockade. So with only 1 Seal Dragon Blockade, his effect is you'll rarely ever see it, and it's only live when he's Vanguard. Whereas these guys, they basically give you the same. They give you the same effect where the opponent cannot intercept for the rest until the end of the turn. The only difference is this is just Counterblast 1, but this effect is live on Vanguard Circle or on Rearguard Circle, so that is pretty good. So I am running 2 copies. This card did come out in Brilliant Strike back last summer, so I am trying 2 of them in here, and so far it's worked fine. Next, 4 Seal Dragon Corduroy. He is one of the most important grade 2s, so we definitely run 4 of him. He basically, what he does is when he's placed on V or R, you can special counterblast a Seal Dragon and then retire an opponent's rearguard. So you get to retire any rearguard, and the opponent gets to look at the 4 cards and then call a grade 2. So calling grade 2s is the point, and the point of the deck is to really blow up their boosters and let them get grade 2s. It doesn't really matter. They won't be able to intercept with them, or you'll just blow them up anyway later on. So yeah, it's a pretty good deck. This is a really annoying card. One of the better rearguards. This is kind of like, I like to think of this as their Silent Tom or their Tidal Assault type of card. He's like an essential card. And then 3, Seal Dragon Jacquard. He's a 12k for Seal Dragons, self-explanatory. 2, Hell Dragon. This is the 10k for Seal Dragons. Just for variety, ideally, you could run 4 Jacquard and 3 of this thing, but I just wanted to change it up. So I do have the 10k, just in case I do open up with this in my opening hand. This will be a 10k defense. Very good early ride. And then, I mean, it still works with most of the boosters. And then this guy is just really good for closing out games. So that's the grade 2 lineup. It's pretty diverse. But if you're a break ride deck and you are going up against Legion, you want your deck to be pretty diverse. You want to have lots of answers to a lot of different situations. For grade 1s, 4 Seal Dragon Rhino Cross. So 4 of the Seal Dragon Perfect Guard. So self-explanatory there. And then, like my Grand Blue deck, I am running 4 of the Limit Break Enabler. So this one is Seal Dragon Sprite Mulciber. I think that's how you say it. Mulciber. Anyway, cool looking card, whatever. It doesn't look like a Seal Dragon at all, but it's a Seal Dragon Sprite. But it's Limit Break Enabler for Corduroy. I'm glad it's a Seal Dragon and not like an Overlord or some other random thing. But anyway, it helps this guy the most, Inferno. Helps speed him up and make him a lot more deadly. And he can hit massive numbers early with the help of this card, so he can generate just as much pressure as Legion. And then if you're cross-ridden, that's even better. And then 2 of the 10k Seal Dragon grade 1. 2 Seal Dragon Curse Eat. This card is their cycler, so you can discard a card to draw. Main thing is your opponent has to have a grade 2 Vanguard or Rear Guard, and with Corduroy's effect going off and Terry Cloth and all that stuff, even the Break Ride effect, this will be live. Most of the time they'll have a 2, at least like 1. And then 2 Calamity Tower Wyvern. So this is just really good Penguin clone, Soul Blast 2, or Luckbird clone, Soul Blast 2, draw 1 card. This is not a Seal Dragon, and it is the only card in here that is not a Seal Dragon. So just for the extra draw power, try to keep up, use up the soul that piles up from the Break Ride turns. So for the triggers, since I did say earlier that this is the only non-Seal Dragon, I am running rainbow triggers. So 4 Margle Clone, which just so happens to be the Seal Dragon draw. I'm running 4 Seal Dragon stands, 4 Seal Dragon criticals, and 4 Seal Dragon heals, because I feel that out of a lot of the clans that are special counterblast heavy, Seal Dragons are one of the most counterblast heavy. Like, they've always been that way. So I've always felt that playing Rainbow with Seal Dragon is really the best way to just be able to get off all your effects. And the starter is Seal Dragon Terry Cloth. He's a special counterblast 1. Same effect as Corduroy, only he goes into the soul to set up for Calamity Tower. Corduroy's a special counterblast. Inferno's a special counterblast 2. That's why we don't run any Quintet Walls. And yeah, mainly because of these 3 cards, we have to run Rainbow. But like I said, surprisingly consistent deck. It's probably my favorite subclan of Corduroy. Let me know what you guys think of Seal Dragons. I may try out I may try out 4 draw, 8 critical, 4 heal, possibly, I don't know. But I just really like not having to worry too much about not having the ability to pay the cost for these guys. But anyway, guys, hope you enjoyed the video. And as always, let me know what you think I should change or try out. I may do it. And as always, don't forget to subscribe. Thanks.